My child, I did what I did to keep you safe. It wasn't safe for you at that time, but now it's time for you to come back home. I am grateful to the couple for taking care. Long time ago, in a small village, there lived a man called Okeke. He was a well-known fisherman in the community. He had a wife called Ojugo and three children, and they had a very peaceful life. One morning, Okeke prepared his fish nets and was on his way to the river where he fished. As he was getting close, he heard a cry of a baby, and he wondered what a child was doing out by that time of the morning. As he drew near, the cry became louder and louder. He soon reached the river bank, where he saw a child wrapped in a swaddle. He couldn't tell if she was a girl or a boy. He picked the child up and was saying soothing things to the child, and it quieted down. All this while he was looking around to know if he could see anyone that might have dropped the child, but no one was in sight. He knew that the other fishermen would soon come out, so he headed home immediately to give the child to his wife. When he got home, his wife saw him with a baby, and she asked him where he had gotten the child from, and he told her everything. Ojugo didn't know if it was a wise idea to keep the child, but she didn't have the mental strength to reject this child. She told her husband to go to work and that they would talk more on the matter when he comes back. Okeke went fishing for that day and returned home. He saw that his wife had already given the child a bath and the child was sleeping. My husband, I don't know if it's a good idea for us to keep this child. You know how the people of our village are. They talk too much and they would want to know where this child had come from, and we have nothing to tell them. And we can't say that she was abandoned. I understand you, my wife, but where will I take this child to? Okeke asked. They both thought for a while, and Ojuro came up with a suggestion. What if we tell them that the child had come from a woman who had died while giving birth from our neighboring village, and they needed someone to care for the child, and we offered to help? Ojugo said, wow, that's brilliant. That could work. The couple called her Mma because of her beauty. She had beautiful dark skin, long hair, and a very beautiful face. She grew up to be a very humble and respectful girl. Everyone wanted to be her friend, except some of the young girls around her age who thought she was just being nice to make people love her. They made false rumors about her because they wanted to see her react or at least cry, but Umma didn't give them the satisfaction. With the way she walked with grace and beauty, some of the villagers would look at her and wonder what family would give up such a beautiful child like Umma. This rumor soon got to the Okeke family, and they were scared that the truth would come out. They didn't want Umma to feel like an outcast once she found out she was abandoned by her parents. They waited all these years just to see or hear that anyone was looking for their child, but no one came. Normally, children found in such circumstances usually ask for their families, but Umma was different. This made the couple conclude that Umma liked their family and maybe she preferred living with them. Umma and Chinaza, Okeke's first child, were practically best friends. Chinaza was older than Umma by a few years. They would do everything together, and sometimes Chinaza would get emotional that one day Umma's family would come and take her away. But Umma would always tell her not to worry about that. When Umma was brought by Okeke, there was a bead on her hand. When Ojugo saw it, she said maybe this was a gift given to her by her mother, that she would make sure that she never removes or misplaced it. Mma had now grown into an adult with beauty and grace like that of royalty. Men admired her, and some even wanted to marry her, but she declined them all. And when her parents would ask her why, she would tell them that she wasn't ready, and they did not insist. Chinaza soon got married to a man in their village. She was so happy that she would not be far from her sister and friend. When Mma turned 20, she had a strange dream where she saw a woman telling her that it was time for her to come back home. Mma woke up wondering what home she was going to. She was already in her home, she thought. She never said anything to anyone concerning her dream. The king of the kingdom was celebrating his 40 years of peaceful reign, and all the villagers were invited. This was an opportunity for all the maidens because they would meet the crown prince and his brother there. They all wanted to look attractive, so maybe they would find love. They were buying new clothes, making new hair, trying out new perfumes and scented oils. Everyone was busy with one thing or the other. Mma too wanted to look nice and attractive, but she didn't have to try to do so. Ojugo took her to a seamstress who made her a beautiful cloth that fitted her like a glove, while her sister Chinaza made her a beautiful hairstyle. The day finally arrived. The palace cooks were busy, so were the cleaners and maids. Before noon, a huge crowd was at the palace. Some young single girls were stretching their necks and turning their head left and right to get a glimpse of the prince or princess. Uloma, the queen bee of the village, had already told the girls that she was going after Prince Makwo, the first prince, and they were free to go after Arinze, the second prince. Uloma paraded herself in the palace as if she was queen already. As Uloma turned towards the corner, she bumped into a maid carrying some food in a tray. The food poured on the floor and some of it stained her clothes. Uloma gave the maid a death glare. "Are you stupid? Why would you walk with your eyes on your head? Oh, I know. You are just some stupid maid who wants to destroy my beauty. Just wait until I become queen, then I will deal with you." Ebube the maid Uloma bumped into started crying. Prince Makwo and Arinze were just coming out to greet their visitors when they saw everything that was happening. Makwo just looked with disgust on his face, while Arinze was clenching and unclenching his fist. Arinze loved Ebube and was willing to do anything for her, but Ebube thinks that Arinze was too good for her. Arinze had told her that he didn't mind her background. It took some time before Ebube agreed to be with him, but only that they would keep their relationship a secret from others. Seeing the other maiden bully his love did something to him, and worst, he couldn't intervene even if he wanted to. Makwo looked at his brother. He knew the relationship between the two. He knew they were keeping it a secret, and he respected his brother's decision. Prince Makwo was about to go when he saw a beautiful girl intervene. "Uloma, why are you saying these hurtful words to her? Oh, I forgot. You have no manners or respect for anyone. Go find your match and leave her alone," Mma said. "Whatever," Uloma replied and left. Mma helped the girl clean herself even though she insisted she didn't need help. A small smile graced the prince's faces as the girl came to help Ebube. Both brothers were intrigued. A beautiful girl with a good heart. Such a good combination, Marcos said. Who is she? Arinze asked. I don't know. I haven't seen her before. I have to ask around, Marco replied his brother. The main activity began. The king prayed and then the dancers danced, while the drummers and singers sang. Different maidens in their colorful attire came out to showcase their dance steps, all passing smiles towards the princess. Marco's eyes were darting towards the crowd, searching for the young maiden he had seen earlier, but she wasn't there. This made him wonder if she had left. Mma was with Ebube. She didn't feel like going out to partake in any activity. They talked and laughed and got to know each other to some extent. And when she saw that the activity was over, she bid Ebube farewell, hoping to see her again. Mark was searched everywhere, but he couldn't find her. It was love at first sight for him. He was sure it was. He asked around by describing her looks, but not one person knew her. When everyone had left, Uloma went around looking for Prince Makwo, and when she found him, she arranged her clothes and carried her head high while she walked up to him. Greetings, my prince, she said, greeting him. Greetings. Who are you and how can I help you? Makwo replied. My prince, my name is Uloma, and I am from the neighboring kingdom. The activity was nice. I really enjoyed it. Have you had something to eat? I could make you something delicious, she said, smiling. Makwo didn't pay much interest to her before, but as she said that, he gave her his full attention. He now saw that she was the girl from earlier. I did enjoy the celebration and thank you. I had something to eat already, Makwo said, not wanting to sound rude. I have something to attend to if you don't mind. I will take my leave. He left her there. Uloma bubbled with anger. He didn't even show interest in me. Prince Makwo, just wait, you will be mine. Mma had just returned from the stream when she saw she had visitors. They told her to sit, and Okeke introduced the woman as her mother and the man her father, saying they had come back to take her. Uloma said that she wasn't going anywhere. Then the woman spoke. My child, I did what I did to keep you safe. It wasn't safe for you at that time, but now it's time for you to come back home. I am grateful to the couple for taking care of you, and for that you could always come to visit. I have heard what you have said, but I can't just live like that. I need time. Just give me some time, Ma said. It's okay. We will come back after a while. Ma hugged her parents and they soon left. She didn't know how to feel about this. She would have thought they were joking, but she had resemblance to them. She had built her life with the Okeke family. She didn't know if she wanted to leave. Arinze and Ebube were meeting in their usual spot when Arinze suddenly asked if she knew the girl that helped her the morning of the celebration. Ebube smiled and said, Yes, I know her. She is such a nice person. She told him where she was from, and Arinze couldn't wait to tell his brother because he was going crazy looking for her. When he got home, he told his brother, and not long Makwa was on his way to Okeke's house. The villagers saw him and wondered where he was going. He asked some people who directed him to Okeke's compound. When he got there, he introduced himself to Okeke and his wife and said that he had come to see Umma. The couple exchanged looks and Okeke asked him if Umma was expecting him and he replied no. Umma was cold and she greeted him. Makwa couldn't stop looking at her. She was so beautiful and her skin was glowing. Umma, my name is Makwo and I saw you at the celebration held at my palace. Makwa said. But I don't remember seeing your face, Prince Makwa, Mma replied. Well, you didn't, but let's talk about something else. The exact reason why I have come here today. I love you, Uma, and I want us to get to know each other, Makwa said. You love me? You don't even know me, Uma replied. I know enough. Please give us a chance, Makwa begged. Okay, Makwa, I accept to get to know you, she said, smiling. Many men had approached her, but this was the first time she actually liked a man back. When she saw Makwa, something moved inside of her. His handsome face, sharp jawline, dark eyes, plump lips, his height. He was just the perfect man. She was thinking about going over to her parents and how she would make her relationship work. It overwhelmed her. Mma visited Makwo and they spent the whole day together, talking about everything. The more they talked, the more they found reason to love each other. And when it was time for Umma to go, Makwo was being clingy. She told him that she would return in a few days, and that was how their love blossomed into something beautiful. One evening, Mma was walking towards the path when Uloma came to her and told her that she should stay away from Makwo and that he was hers. Mma simply laughed at her and walked away, with Uloma sitting with anger behind her. Mma decided to visit her parents since she knew the address. She informed Makwo, who told her not to stay for long. When Mma got to the village, her parents were so happy. They told her everything that was prophesied long before she was born, and that she was the next seer of the kingdom, and because of that, people sought to kill her. That was why she was taken to a place where people that wanted to kill her would not find her. And as for the beads on her hand, they were meant to keep her powers in check until she had fully mastered it. Mma just laughed. She didn't think all what her parents had said were true. But the serious looks on their face told her otherwise. Then she said, Please, I would like to sleep. I feel so overwhelmed right now. Her parents gave her a room and she slept. As she woke up, she began to think from the very first day her real parents came to look for her life has taken a different turn. Her eyes drifted to the beads on her hand and she removed it. Suddenly, a gust of wind filled the hut and her brown orbs sparkled and it felt like she was in a trance. There, she saw a dark cloud fill the sky and thunder and lightning. It felt like evil, and then she felt someone grab her. This story teaches us about compassion and kindness, about respect and manners, and the doors it could open for us. And it also teaches us about family isn't always blood. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this story. Please stay tuned for part 2. See you in our next one. Bye.